All right, so I'm going to start from just the very beginning because I don't know where everybody's at as far as knowing what Chrome does, how it works, how the classroom works. So there are two basic tools that we use all the time, and that's Drive and Classroom. And you have to understand they're two different things. Drive is like a file folder, just like you would have with a filing cabinet. That's what it's for, is storing all the stuff. Classroom is like a walkie-talkie. It's where you put stuff out for people to see and where people put information back to you. So that's your talking point is the Classroom, and the Drive is the other. First thing you need to do is make sure you log in using your username and password from work. One of the things that gets some people is that you have to be on your work account to make things work from work because they're domains. The domain for Pioneer Tech is pioneertech.edu. The student domain is students.pioneertech.edu. If you're logged into those accounts, everything I'm going to show you will work. If you're logged into a personal Gmail, they don't cross. You can't use a gmail.com address with an edu account. All right, so I've just signed in. The first place it always goes is Gmail. Everybody pretty much knows about the 9 dots by now, that you've got Drive here and Classroom is the chalkboard. You can use that every time, but just so you guys know, you can also type in the address, drive.google.com. It's going to take you there. And get used to thinking about these tabs across the top as different windows. So I've got my Drive open in my first window, and in the second window, I'm going to type in classroom.google.com. And it learns it after you do it, so you get it. So this is the mouthpiece part where you communicate back and forth with people. This is where you assign stuff and do all that. Drive, which is on this side over here, this is your storage place. So where everything that you're going to store, keep, when they turn in assignments to you, all the assignments will dump into your Drive. So you assign work here, but you're going to find everything they turn in here. Things to know about this: when you're in the Drive, over here on the left-hand side, they've got this little twisty, is what Kyle calls it, and I love the fact that he calls it a twisty. When you pop that little triangle right there, it opens up this entire file structure folder. So this is like you're looking in your computer that sits on your desktop or wherever. It's the same thing here. If I click on the little folder down here, you know how you get this? And if you come over, you can click on Documents and it falls down, and these are all the subfolders. This is the exact same thing over here. But here's what's interesting. When you go into a folder, so I'm going to go into my Classroom one, and I've got a lot of classrooms because I've been helping a lot of people with it. And then I go into Automotive, so I'm double clicking into that one. And you'll notice right here, this is your path, where you've been, where you're going. So my Drive is there. Classroom was the first folder I went to, Automotive. And the same thing's happening here. My Drive, if I go down to Classroom, and then Automotive. The reason that's important, if you're in here and you find something you want to put somewhere else, like say I go into chapter 29 here, and notice this just updated, My Drive, Classroom, Automotive, chapter 29, My Drive, Classroom, Automotive, and if I scroll down, there's chapter 29. Say I put something in here, and I'm just going to create something real quick, a Google Doc. By the way, to do that, I right-clicked and just clicked on Google Doc, and it makes a new one. Whatever folder you're in when you create a doc, a sheet, or any Google item, a form, it's going to get the exact same share permissions that your folder has. So I'm canceling for now because I already made one. And I'm just going to title this First Assignment. And now the neat thing about Google, everything, if you just double click up here where it says Untitled Document, as soon as you click off, it renames it automatically whatever you put the title in. And Google saves everything all the time. So there's no save button. Everything you have is, as soon as you do it, it's saved. All changes saved in Drive. So now I'm going to close this assignment. Oh, look, I'm still in my chapter 29 servicing the suspension system, and my assignment is in there. If you want to move one now, that's what this side is for. Say I want this assignment to go into my #adulting folder. I can just, using these twisties, if you close them up, open it up, I want it in this, I can grab, drag, and drop. So that's the first thing to understand. And that's really all that this is used for. This is your folder system. I'm going to go ahead and delete this assignment because it's not something Kyle really wants in his. And now I want to go back to My Drive. You have a couple of options. You can click on the big Drive icon up here. It will take you right back. Or you can click right here on this. You can follow these file folders too. If you click on Classroom again, it's taking you to My Drive in your Classroom folder. If you click on My Drive, you're back in your primary drive. Now, I've got a ton of stuff in here, a lot of folders. Some of you guys may not have any. That's okay. What you do to create a folder is find blank space. This up here is all quick access. It's stuff that you've seen recently. I don't even ever look at this stuff unless just by chance, like I've been doing the t-shirt size thing lately. So I may want to go straight up to my t-shirt sizes by clicking here. But in general, I mess with everything below folders. If you find an empty space anywhere and you right click, you can create new folders. You can upload files. This is like we're getting them from your computer, so you can upload it to your Google Drive. You can upload whole folders. And we've got videos on that too. When you're in your drive, everybody will have a classroom folder. The first time you create a Google Classroom, you get a classroom folder. So these are all my folders for all the different classes I have. So let's go see how this works. You see I've got a whole bunch here now. I'm going to change tabs over to classes.